Welcome to Tony McGee's Pro Football Plus television show here on the Mid-Atlantic Sports Network. Let's welcome our co-host this week, the former chaplain of the Washington football team, Mr. Milton Harding. A man Tom Knott once called Mad Mike, the mouthpiece of NCAA maniacs, Mike Baker. Washington football team beat reporter and member of the Fairmont University women's basketball 1,000-point club, Miss Donna Hopkins. One of the most prolific pass catchers in the 20th century and four-time Pro Bowler and Super Bowl wide receiver Gary Clark. And a man who played in the NFL for 14 seasons and one of the all-time sack leaders in the NFL, Super Bowl pass rusher Tony Mac the Sack McGee.
Well, Tony, we did get an upgrade in long snapper. We brought in a new player there. I think, and probably to Donna's chagrin, I had to grade this team a C-, and that's being gracious. Given the fact that you want field goals to be made when you're called on to kick field goals. And this was preseason. So, I mean, yeah, pressure, but really not pressure. Didn't see the consistency. We know what we're getting in Hopkins, and we went through it last year. Now, one I guess, golden point to that is he does seem to get better after a while. Whenever he gets his kinks worked out, he can get consistent. He said they were doing a lot of things to throw him off. And he wasn't being disciplined.
Look what he's talking about. Tony, take us out. Look what he's talking about.
I'm trying to look. Hey, Gary, I'm trying to point out some very important aspects of this.
Before we take this break.
Tony, I think that the overall production out of Antonio Gibson at I think 90 yards, they had 126 all total. I think that's wonderful. But I think also, too, there's no way in the world you can lay. I actually agree with Donna this week. She can't have any more red ink in that pen. You can't lay that ball on the ground in that moment in the game. I don't care if you had 300 yards rushing. That fumble, I thought, and put in my notes, it turned the game. If you want to go with the grading aspect, I mean, yeah, he got 90 yards, but at best, I'm still going to give him a C. And that's coming from a homer. I just thought across the board, the running backs, I don't see the use of McKissick as and I agree with Doc on this. I don't know what the holdback is on the play on the offensive scheme of things. I just don't know what that is at this point. I think there's some stability that Coach Rivera wants there, but I would say this: it's interesting here at the end of camp and at the beginning of the season. They brought in Eddie Pinheiro, a kicker, and put him on the practice squad. Now, either that's a statement, or it may mean that Dustin may not be what we think he is right now. But again, I think that this team, with you know what you're getting in Tress, and that's going to be consistent. It's hard to mess him up. He can kick. He is truly a Pro Bowler from that perspective. Who on that offensive on the offensive set, going back to the wide receivers, would have put fear in the Chargers yesterday, other than Scary Terry?
Well,
otherwise, man, you're going to double him. You're going to double the tight end, Logan. I mean, game easy because you're getting pressure up front. So anyway, I thought the running was fairly consistent, but I wasn't pleased when he put the ball down. And I would have liked to have seen a little bit more Jared Patterson in some sets. They kept Apke, and Coach Rivera said that had more special teams emphasis on it than corner, because I saw people blow by him at corner. I saw people blow by him at safety. I saw people blowing by him on the defensive end. I saw people blow by him in the locker room. So I just think that they could have, they could have. So that's just my statement there. If special teams is his home, then we need to see some production there. And
Tony,
so that's my take.
I think that they blew past them in the locker
room.
That is not a homer.
Wait a minute.
No homer anymore.
I put that in my notes. We've never consistently, that's been a problem area in defenses even before this year. We've never been able to contain tight ends, even, and I'm going to date myself here, even back to Mark Bavaro out of New York there. I mean, their tight ends have made a dinner on us for a consistent time. But I still, this is me, it could be the homer coming out of me, but I still say this defense, especially this defensive backfield, it is going to come together. and play well, just as Kendall Fuller was talking about. Linebackers, they were a problem in Cleveland. It bled over into this week's game because you have another running quarterback.